Hello, Dylan here, and welcome to Higurashi When They Cried, Chapter 1. Now, the reason I wanted to do this video for at least one video, it might be more, but the reason I wanted to do this, to play this, is because of the new season. New season, new reboot, I don't know what it is. Is it a new season or new reboot? I don't know. But I just want to experience the original because I've watched the anime and I just wanted to experience the original. Plus the chapter 1 was free, so welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward. Okay. I didn't like that. Please do not lament. I will forgive you, even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not lament. I will forgive you, even if you will not forgive the world. But please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Frederica Berncastel? Oh, I read that perfectly in time. The work of fiction, yeah. AD 1983, the early summer of 50. I couldn't read that. I mean, I read it, but couldn't read it out loud. I was always going to be ripped apart anyway. Having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice. And those tears making a mess of my face. The mechanical, repetitive sound finally stilled and everything fell silent. Only the cry of the cicadas remained, annoyingly loud. And yet, it felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She's no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there was none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I didn't need to shed any for her. Then why this pain, my eyes getting moist? Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough, and countless times I've wavered over whether I should throw the battered thing away. Except I stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? Tried more than enough. I've acknowledged that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Oh no, don't. Besides, I'm not throwing it away. Oh, what are you doing? I'm leaving it behind with her, like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. And with every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this would be the last time. Oh, that squish. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. We're starting off strong, aren't we? Perhaps I really did love you. Oh god, that opening, holy crap. That was so depressing. Oh my god. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. How do I actually this thing? I wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I've lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. The skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads, enjoy me trying to figure out words. The melodious cacophony of the crossroad. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks, and the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints, there aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. The nearest town had some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But kind of think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I lived in the city for 10 years, never once been to an ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? Apologizing so much. So just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can be forgiven. That can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing, even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to, why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally roused by my nap by my father's prodding. Oh, that was his father, sorry. I thought it was one of the girls. So is this when he, is it brought to the city, I'm assuming? It seemed the train had reached its final stop. I spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window of the city I was in half a day ago. We're in the same country. No, that they were even from the same era. From there, we take a car deeper into the mountains. Oh, really? I like this part. Cool. There's the cicadas. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. Higurashi, is that like a floating, like to show that it's floating or something? I don't know. But here we are, Higurashi. I'm guessing that's the complete intro. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Okay, yeah, the mouse. I don't remember if the mouse was on. No. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Oh, okay. I got rid of that. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even the air had its own taste. Oh, sorry. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. Oh, I love that. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that though. Mom laid breakfast on the table: seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. The perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Kiichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. A bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Pile it on. First I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent, as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. So happy I haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning, that's probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rina-chan? Hurry, hurry. Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Rina is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I look at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? I forgot that she does that. Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I race for the door. Do we finally get to see an actual character pop up? Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I knew that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning. Kiichi-kun, good morning. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conceited, and such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Kiichi-kun, you're so cold. I'll wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust, without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? Rana had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. With those words, Rana seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Ah, thank you. I'd wait forever until you came, Rana. No matter how long. Forever? Rana turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rana? Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say that they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Rena? Or was it your mom? Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rena, or was it your mom? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Oh god. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It was truly a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage by some lowlife. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until let you handle it like the average person. Or so I decided for myself. Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just keeps spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we can make our way to school. The strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. I've only known her for just about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. I'm noticing something that the character model for this looks... I think I have it on the updated... I think I put it on the updated setting for character models, but she looks like how she would in that new Higurashi, compared to like the older anime where I noticed that this does look more like the newer anime that's coming. Mii-chan, good morning. Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Ah, finally, you two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. I'm sorry if I get voices mixed up. You can't really tell who's speaking with how this is. So, she's Mion Shonozaki. From what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. It's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You're so much cuter back then. Mion's gaze started at my chest, then propped straight down, focusing on the point between. Oh my god. Is she insinuating something here? So you can read that. Oh my god. Before you ask, just to be clear, I never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache. Oh my god. Okay. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite the problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Oh god, where is this? Okay. Okay. Don't say next time. Right now, it's just fine. Wait, about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh air. Morning fresh air. What? I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty he could smell it fouling up the morning air before. What the? Okay. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. With my hand. Oh god, what are you doing? Rena began to ramble in a near panic. Oh god, what are you doing? Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How was it? Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing to the topic something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? The thing I asked for. So you're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in toy stores. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Michan? Mion nodded, partly as Rena giggled. Yep, I wanted Kid-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of high action. This time I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and here's just collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Rena, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Of course. If Kitchen is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa. Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bursting with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you would want to. Rena laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I feel like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, I should probably be about right for this place. Okay, I think we're at the school. Yeah. I'm going to just cut it there for now. I may do longer episodes later, but I just want to do like an introduction kind of video. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Higurashi. I hope I'm able to do more. But just be warned, I won't be able to always be able to record them. So the videos might be up at random because I just gotta find time to just sit down and record, but I'm trying to make sure I have a time frame of when I can record, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then leave a like, subscribe for some more, check out some of my other videos, and I hope to see you next time. See ya.